This morning I woke up in a nightmare. The Attorney General's office is pushing forward a new terrorism bill. This terrorism bill is going to lower the age from 16 to 14 for suspected terrorists in Australia. The suspected terrorist, the 14-year-old suspected terrorist, will now be jailed on suspicion only for up to 3 months. Suspected, not proven. The reasoning behind this is so that Australia remains safe from 14-year-olds. But Australians don't really want to talk about the real reason why people are radicalising. And Australians don't want to point the finger at certain religions as a reason for radicalising. Instead, we're going to bring out a terrorist bill. And this terrorist bill is so broad, anybody could be a terrorist, including myself, because right now I'm speaking about something I disapprove of that the government is trying to release upon the population. The most westernized country with the least amount of freedoms. A 14-year-old wearing a Iron Maiden t-shirt could potentially be a threat because Iron Maiden has scary pictures on their album covers. It won't just be the Muslims that suffer from these draconian laws, it will be other groups that are against the police state of Australia that is about to be implemented. Just about anyone. UPF, United Patriots Front, could be considered a terrorist group and cracked down on. Reclaim Australia could be considered a terrorist group and cracked down on. Anyone that you don't want to threaten your power base can be cracked down on. The young boy, after he shot the police worker in the back of the head, went outside and ran up and down the street waving his gun about. He was hardly a young boy who wanted to get away with the crime. There was another reason for him to do it, and that was so that he could be martyred. And when martyrdom comes into the equation, it means there is someone out there who is controlling these puppets, because martyrs generally fight for a cause. When I was 15, I didn't have a clue about anything. Under these new terrorism laws, apparently 14-year-old people are old enough to know the difference between right and wrong. Maybe they do, but not to the extent of the violence that was committed in Parramatta on that day. That is pure brainwashing techniques. This kid was inducted into a religion and turned into a political tool in order for Australians to be brought under more serious police control. There are a number of things behind me, just here, these flags that would, under these terrorism laws maybe make me a terrorist. For example, I have the Russian flag here, and Russia is fighting against the West at the moment, so I could be a terrorist under these new laws. A person is not a religion, and a religion that has failed, continually fails its culture, is not something that I particularly care for. The reality is, Islam right now is causing Australia to become a police state. They're attacking the person who is smoking the drugs instead of finding the people who are making the drugs, and in this case they're attacking the child who is radicalized instead of finding out who is doing it and arresting them. And I guess it's pretty hard for you to arrest Saudi Arabia, I understand that, but couldn't we at least arrest someone higher up the chain than a 14-year-old child? Couldn't we go a little bit further up the chain and find out where this crap is coming from? Wouldn't that be the better way to go about this, rather than everybody jump on this 14-year-old kid and throw them into prison and say, ha, we have fixed this problem. Oh, hang on, there's another one, and there's another one. Actually, I think people on the right wing are a little bit crazy too. Let's throw their children into jail. Oh, hang on, there's another one, and there's another one. The things that are going on are so crazy right now, and everyone's like, let's watch cat videos on our phones.
Children are going to be locked up without notice